So on this vehicle, we are dealing with ashes, burnt ashes that have been not sprayed on, but landed on this vehicle. Their neighbor had a big bonfire and ash got into all of the cracks, door jammed, all on the paint. So we're going to be doing a wash and a clay, and then we're just going to examine the paint to see if there's any damage done, and then we're going to get with our customer to see if one, everything comes out good and there's no damage, or if there is damage, if we can fix that damage through paint correction, or our biggest concern along with theirs is if any of that ash was still hot and burned the clear coat. So we're going to do our wash, clay bar, and then do a final inspection to see if any of the damage messed with the clear coat. If not, all is good. We're hoping that, so it's nothing too pricey for the customer, but we're dealing with ash on this car right here along with that car, so both of them got caked in ash, and we're gonna see what we can do. This guy right here is awesome, from Adams, wheels outside, and it stayed pretty sharp with the bristles, which I've been impressed with. So how we're gonna attack this one, we got our bug spray, pre-spray. This is from Stinger actually, and I've been pretty impressed with it. I believe it's a 1-to-1 dilution. So half of the actual product, half of the water. We pre-spray the whole front end, and you can let it sit and dwell on there for a little bit. It'll crystallize the bugs, and then you can easily just pressure wash it off. Or you can use a detail brush, scrub all the cracks, and then spray it off. So we do this beforehand. But how we're going to attack this is we're going to do a pre-soak too, to let some of that foam dwell on the ashes. Rinse all that off, and then we'll do the contact wash. This stuff, if you're a detailer, you know some products stink. This one stinks, but it does a great job. We've never ran into the issue of it staining clear coat. Obviously, we don't let it dwell in direct sunlight, but we've let it sit on paint before to test it, and it's never damaged it in the process of cleaning. And I believe it's actually biodegradable too, so it does a great job. It's cheap and safe on pretty much everything. Plastics, it's never damaged any of that stuff. So bug off, I think it's called, from Stinger. It's like 17 bucks a gallon, maybe 30 for a 5 gallon, so pretty cost effective. We're gonna check back in once we dry it and inspect the paint. I think if you're watching this, you know how to wash a car, so you're not gonna sit here and watch us clean a car. But we're about to rinse off this pre-soak, foam it up again, do our contact wash, foam it up again, and then do our clay bar. And then we're gonna inspect the paint and see where we're at. All right, I didn't record any of that. So we just got it back in. I dried it off, cleaned the tires, door jambs, and now I'm inspecting the paint to see what we can do. If you take a look, you can see that this side, this passenger side, seems to be where most of the damage is. And you can see all those fine dots in the clear coat from what we believe where all the ash landed. We don't think it's too much damage because you can see right here we did a little spot correction and it looks like all of it came out. So we now know that we can help out in terms of polishing out, doing a paint enhancement, and we'll just see what the customer wants to do, if this is fine with them or if that is something they want to remove and get that paint looking good again. This right here is a big etching mark. We don't know if that is from the ash or not. We don't believe it is just because of how big it is, but at the same time we don't know because we weren't there when it all happened, and so we are working with what we can see. Inspected the paint now that we all got it cleaned up and clayed, and we're going to let the customer know about the options and if they want to move forward and see where they want to be. I believe that Dodge, there may be no damage because they did say that was garage kept, and we're going to see how bad that one is, but hopefully that one's not as bad. So you can see he's about halfway done. That big improvement on that, so a lot of the stuff came out. That's good news. So we're finishing up that one. The Dodge didn't have any damage, so I didn't record any of that. That one was good, so there's no ash damage. This one right here, doing our standard interior, and then we're gonna do a quick rinseless wash on the outside for him. So nothing too crazy, but this one is caked up quite a bit. Hey, that was mine, bro. All right, we are all wrapped up with this one. All that trim came out really good. That edge mark came out really good. That red is popping a whole lot more. And all we did was just a single step. He did have to bust out the rotary on certain areas to hit that a little bit better, but we were able to manage to improve this vehicle. We put a wax on afterwards just to protect it a little bit, but we're also able to help our customer save several of hundreds of dollars. Luckily the damage wasn't too bad, and if she were to go to a body shop it would have been a whole lot more expensive, but we're able to work at it and improve it and remove some of that stuff. So overall it came out really good, and we're waiting for the customer to pick it up and hopefully that they are satisfied with it. So that is how we went around removing and cleaning up any ash particles in this vehicle. Really, you just got to knock it all off, get it clean, and see where that clear coat is looking like, to see if there's any damage of it burning. But like I said, it came out really nice. Only took another hour or two to polish and correct that paint. Clean the mats right here. We're doing this one, and that will be it for today.